Lock in, but don't lock yourself in. Now, understand locking in and staying focused on your goals is how you are able to achieve them. But success doesn't really feel like success if there's no fulfillment. If you're locked in so much and you neglect the rest of the world, you're starting to miss out on things on life. And because of that, you start not to feel the true enjoyment of the success, therefore lacking your happiness, right? So in this video, I'm going to talk about how to lock in, but also enjoy yourself so that way you have somewhat of a balance and you'll be able to live in the happiness of your success. So there's this story of two lumbermen, right? They start cutting wood at the same time and finish cutting wood at the same time every day. But one of the lumbermen cuts more wood than the other every single day. And they start and finish at the same time. But one of them leaves in the middle of the day for about an hour. So one day, the lumberman goes up to the other one and says, "We start at the same time, we finish at the same time, but you cut more wood than me every single day. Where do you go in that hour?" And the lumberman replies and said, "I just go home and I sharpen my axe." And that right there is a testament of replenishing yourself. Rather that's your resources, your strength, your axe. You gotta know to pour back into yourself. Cause you have one lumberman who's cutting the wood and it gets dull. He's just going at it, going at it. And then you have one who took the moment to sharpen their axe, get it right. So that way when they make those cuts, it's getting through. And of course he's cutting more because he took time away from his work to go invest into himself by taking that time to sharpen his axe. That story resonates with me because it made me realize that it's okay to take a break away from work to go do something that's going to get you better. Rather that's if you're in a career and you decide to go back to get another certification, improve your skills, or if whatever reason, right? So like I said, I'm gonna give you some steps on realizing how to stay locked in on your dreams and make the most amount of progress towards your goals, but also enjoying the life that you are creating for yourself. The first thing you could do is understand your goal and then understand the 80/20 rule. The 80/20 rule, also known as the Pareto principle, explains that you get 80% of the results that you want by doing 20% of the most important work. Identifying the 20% of this effort allows you to add the most amount of value to make progress towards your goal. So, the first thing you need to do is understand what is the goal, where am I trying to go, and then understand what is the most important things that I can do to make progress towards my goal, right? I'm not looking to do something that's going to help me maintain. I'm not, if I wanted to do a makeover to my room or whatnot, I'm not finna just vacuum the room, vacuum the floor or whatnot. Yes, it's doing progress towards my goal, but what's more valuable is to move my furniture around if that's my purpose, right? If I'm trying to reorganize my room, I'm gonna do the most important things, things that's actually gonna make an impact towards me making progress towards my goal. So that's the first thing that you could do is understand your goal and then identify and apply the 80/20 principle so that way you can make the most progress towards your goal. Once you got those goals and you understand the 80/20 principle, now you can start putting some benchmarks so that way you know when to celebrate. Remember, celebration isn't a distraction, but it's a motivator. It reminds you on why you're actually putting in the work. So make sure you take a moment, set up those benchmarks, and celebrate. The second thing you can do is understand your needs in life. Now, once you can identify those benchmarks and you start hitting them, you can start celebrating them. But celebrate intentionally. What you want to do is find the needs in your life that need to be fulfilled. Psychologists say that there are six big core needs that a person needs to fulfill to enjoy their life: certainty, variety, significance, connection, growth, and contribution. Take a moment. and understand that list and see which part in your life is lacking of those six, and then figure out what celebrations can I do when I hit those benchmarks that pour into those needs, those core needs, so they can become fulfilled and you are pleased and happy in life, and you can start feeling that success, because that's what success is, in my opinion. It's a form of happiness, it's a form of being happy, right? If you're chasing this work success or whatnot and you're neglecting other places in your life, you're not gonna feel that success. If you're focused on your career but neglecting your relationships and your family and whatnot, you're not gonna feel fulfilled. You're not gonna have no one to celebrate it with. So make sure you find that balance. Now, balance looks different in so many ways, but once you find the one that works best for you, apply to it and keep it consistent. The third thing is, remember, life is short and tomorrow isn't guaranteed. It's too many stories out there. You hear it. This person focused on their goal, 20 years in, 25 years in the career, or however they spend. You spend so much time in school, focus, whatnot, everything. They're just applying all the pressure to accomplish the goals and neglecting everything because they're like, oh, I'll enjoy it someday, right? Someday. And a part of this story is you hear that they'll get diagnosed with some type of life threatening condition, and that someday never comes. And that's the sad part, is we stay so locked in that we lock ourselves in and we forget to enjoy the life that we are trying to create. It's crucial to live your life in the now. Call some friends, call some families, take a walk in nature, go take a vacation, do it accordingly, and do it when it's deserving. And you're going to feel that fulfillment. Pursue passions and enjoy the simple things in life, and you will feel fulfilled. Think of your dreams and goals like planting a tree, right? They say fruits of the labor, but they don't really. I want you to understand what that means, right? If I am, in order to eat fruits of my labor, that means I have to plant them. So when you plant them intentionally, but remember that you planted them. And once those trees grow and the fruit is arrived and they're ripe to eat, pick them and eat them. Because if you leave them on the tree too long, your fruits of your labor will spoil and you will miss the opportunity to enjoy the life that you are craving to create. Remember, success isn't about reaching the finish line, it's about savoring the journey and enjoying the rewards. So take a moment and look at what's one step that you could do that can allow you to identify your goals and do the 80/20 rule principle. Because that's the first step. So that way you're not taking away from life, you're enjoying life while putting the effort to create the better life. My name is Mohammed Bayo. I have a passion about personal development, mindset, and building confidence. If this is a channel that you feel like you can learn from and want to add value to the community, I want you to subscribe, comment, share it. I have a true calling to wanting to help people build the lifestyle that they want. I'm along you on this journey, and I'll see you at the top.